Blessings and peace, Facebook. Thank you for joining my Aisha Speaks Jade live video. This is number 2 of my, my makeup video for Tuesday, which was June 19th, 2018. So, this topic is going to be about Take It On Tuesday. Hashtag Take It On Tuesday. This is the challenge. What does it mean to take on a challenge? If you can remember, which was just yesterday, what did you take on as a challenge? Okay. From the smallest thing to the largest thing. What did you take on yesterday? Whether or not it was your first time or you've been doing it repeatedly. So, again, the question is, what does it mean to take on the challenge? Someone thought or responded by saying, I'm thinking it means when something is very challenging and hard to do, people will say, take on the challenge, like you can do it. Fight through it and you'll make it through. What do you guys think about that? Does that sound like you? As far as myself, my challenge yesterday was I went to a meeting yesterday. That was my challenge because I was completely going somewhere else yesterday. And hey, I mean, that's just the way that it was. So I decided to take this challenge on by going to a Healthy Place Botanical. First time in Atlanta, Georgia. As many of you know, or some of you may not know, I have a health dispensary online store called Life's Total Wellness. So I'm going to put my shameless plug in. My health dispensary store, you can go to Life's Total Wellness healthyplacebotanicals.com. And what they are 100% organic essential oils that some of them do have CBD in it, which is hemp, without the high. Okay, this is the new healthcare in the world. I'm not talking about cannabis that gives you high. I'm talking about CBD, hemp oil, as well as essential oils. None of it gives you the high, and it's all legally at the required amount that you can have, which is 0.3 without the high. Okay? Because a lot of us know that Big Pharma, for them, it's not about having you become healthy. We have to make sure that you're sick because that's how we make our money. By continuing to prescribe all of these drugs that they say that are legal, so they're legally killing us. That's how I take it. They give you a drug or they give you a prescription for one ailment. There's a side effect. You get another prescription to take care of that side effect. It's just a repetitive thing, and you're not getting better. It's a Band-Aid. This is my opinion, and based on my experience personally for myself, as well as I have seen others that just take so many pills and really they're not healing. I've shared in my stories before that I've had up to the last count was 22. And that's since being in Atlanta. Now, we're not even talking about me living in Philly. When I lived in California, honestly, I did it the cannabis way for medicinal purposes. And it helped me so much. But of course, once I moved to Georgia, it is not legal here, so I cannot. So I had to get on pills again. And it was a horrifying experience. So I've knocked myself down from 22 meds to 3. And one is an iron pill a vegan iron pill that I'm taking. So as far as Big Pharma, I'm probably supposed to take 4. But out of those 4, I take 2 because honestly, for me, the way I am set up and built, I can reverse all of this by choosing a healthier lifestyle, which includes healthier eating and more exercising. So that's for me. But of course, it's very rare for you to find a doctor, a psychologist, therapist, psychiatrist, or whatever you may have and say, "Oh, I want to go natural." And they're on board with that. But I am very open and honest with doctors that I've seen, and my state of mind, you just can't talk anyway to me. So that's my cocktail. Whatever yours is, that's cool. So that was my challenge yesterday, going to a Healthy Place Botanical meeting yesterday, and had met some individuals that was there. This was totally new to me, coming in person, meeting some of these people. I remember another event that I went to, that presentation, they both were the same presentations. Always wonderful to hear the presentation, the compensations, and things of that nature. So that was very wonderful. Another shameless plug that I want to put in with that, as far as what I'm challenging myself to do, is if anyone is interested in going this Saturday, okay, I'm looking for 6 people max, 3 people minimum, to be my guests in person, to come to a Healthy Place Botanical meeting, okay? There's no cost to sign up. I'm just asking you to come out and find out more about Healthy Place Botanicals and what it can do for you, or the wonderful essential oils that they have out there that you can take orally. You can massage it into your skin, or you can even vape it if it's something that you're interested in and you're looking to go more of a organic, natural, holistic way and not take so many pills. Then definitely reach out to me after this video. You can message me and I can give you more details, okay? So let's continue going on with Take It On Tuesday challenge. What do you do to motivate yourself? Now, I just got finished talking about motivating or motivational Monday, which was, I'm making up some videos that I didn't get a chance to do. So what do you do to motivate yourself? Here's the answer. One person said, I have to write a list of things the night before, or I'll do nothing at all. Making sure the laptop's not in reach to looks like I've not managed that one today anyway. So what do you do? You can answer these questions even after this video. What do you do to motivate yourself? It all kind of coincides from the first video that I just did not too long ago. And that first question was, what do you do to take on your challenges? The third question is, are you a risk taker when it comes to taking on challenges? I know it can sometimes be challenging and a little bit uncomfortable when you have to step out of your shell, or step out of being uncomfortable. You're used to one way. But sometimes with that can be very fulfilling as well. So answer that question. What, are you a risk taker? And if so, what was your challenge? What did you risk take on? I can't really think of anything this past week or Well, no. Well, I can say I took a training today, and it was called Getting Things Done. And some of the things I'm going to risk take as far as my workplace, and I'm going to risk take as far as the business. So yes, I'm going to reach out. I'm going to reach out to potential guests. I have we have risk take as far as the business and investment opportunities for us. So yes, is it scary or, a little nervous, some fear, just a combination of a lot of different emotional things going on? Of course it can be, but it's all how you see it. And I really strongly believe that what you sow out positive, you get back. And I definitely also believing in your faith or your spirituality or religion, however you want to word it. I believe that's first and foremost. Whatever you do, whether that's pray, chant, meditate, say some mantras, affirmations, inspirational, pray to God, Allah, however you word it. I believe spirituality is first, and it plays a huge part with anything in life. Okay. So next, this has to do with 5 ways to overcome challenges. So, let's see what they have to say. Again, this is 5 ways to overcome challenges. Think big, number 1. The biggest barrier to achieving success is often ourselves and those around us. How often have you thought about doing something challenging and find yourself saying, I'll never be able to achieve that? My hand is up. Definitely have said that. More often, in my experience, it is the lack of support from those closest to you. It could be your family or your friends. And a lot of times that is very true. For me, some family and past friends who I thought were friends, who I thought had my back, or definitely who I thought was going to at least be in support of things that I wanted to do. It just kind of flipped around. They made it about them. And family, sometimes, I have to say, just in general, there are some family members that can be envious or jealous if they see that you're, looking to achieve a goal, or you have a vision or mission, and they just kind of miserable in their own self. Okay, so the closest to you, your family or your friends, who play the critical role in halting a challenge before it has even begun. There's no way you can do that. It is a classic response to the presentation of a potential challenge to friends and family that leads to the first and most important risk to your challenge. Overcoming this first barrier and identifying your challenge is the first step on your road to success. So with anything, there's going to be challenges. There's going to be risk taking. That's all part of life. You make sure the challenge is important to you, that you have the time to commit to the planning, preparation, and delivery of the challenge, and that you have the resources to deliver success, which it could be money, equipment, whatever it may be. Having established your challenge, then you should go public and let family, friends, and colleagues know what you are aiming to achieve. A challenge shared is a challenge halved. Okay? So just be careful about who you sharing your goals and your dreams and aspirations to, because everybody is not meant to hear it. 2, set some goals. Major challenges can often appear unachievable when viewed as a whole. The key to delivering success is to dissect the challenge into a number of smaller steps, which together lead to the delivery of your challenge. Each small step can be viewed as a short-term goal. Combining a number of short-term goals leads to the delivery of a medium-term goal, and combining medium-term goals leads to the completion of your journey, the delivery of your long-term goal, which is your challenge and success. So that's why I always say, start short tasks first, work it up to the medium-term task, and then combining everything together to get to that long-term goal. Goal setting is relatively simple if you follow a few simple steps and rules. A goal should be challenging but achievable. It is important that you establish your goals at the beginning and make sure they are outside your comfort zone. Don't set your sights low. Aim high. Okay? Make it fit. It's okay. It's all right. I know it can be uncomfortable, but let's get a little outside of our comfort zone. In addition, make sure that the goal is measurable so you can monitor your progress on a regular basis. And most importantly, celebrate success. I don't care if it's small or big. Celebrate all of your success. Give yourself credit. Don't focus on what didn't go right. Focus on, okay, this is ABC of what I accomplished. Kudos for me. When you achieve a goal, make sure to smell the roses. Give yourself credit. Pat yourself on the back. Say, well done. 3, brain power. Most of the challenges we take on appear entirely physical in nature. Losing weight, or you could be running a marathon, developing that beach body. But the brain is central to the delivery of success, whatever the challenge. It is rarely our physical selves that stop us from achieving a major challenge. More often, it is our loss of belief, commitment, and motivation that leads to failure. This psychological trio works together in harmony to keep you on the road to success. Okay? So you have to focus. It says more often it is our loss of belief, commitment, and motivation. We have to believe it. If we can't believe it, we can't achieve it. We have to be committed and discipline ourselves and keep ourselves motivated. And I know that can be a struggle for a lot of us. I know for me that can be a struggle. In my workplace sometimes, definitely having a business, in my personal life, as far as even this page, my motivational page, I've been wanting to do a motivational page for the longest. I'm looking at everybody else. I'm loving what they're saying. I'm in agreement, but at the same time, I'm like, can I do this? No, I can't do this. Not at all. But you know what? It's that fear. But we have to put our faith into action. We have to step outside of our comfort zone. We have to feel uncomfortable, and with stepping outside of our comfort zone, feeling uncomfortable, but yet putting our faith into action and doing it. I've done some speaking in the past. I believe my largest crowd that I had to speak to students that was taking psychology at Mercer University, and it was their first night back at class, and it was a nice size class, and I was doing a speaking presentation with someone else, and I looked at those people, and I know they probably was just sitting there waiting to hear what I had to say, but in my brain I was like, the anxiety was sky high, and I was like, oh divine, can I do this? But you know what, saying a chant in my head and saying, you know what, it's gonna be okay, and kind of looking around instead of directly into their eyes. After a while, I just got comfortable. I wound up taking off my shoes, and I got uncomfortable. I got comfortable, excuse me. And it wound up being really cool. And people came to us afterwards and really enjoyed what we both had to say. So I'm looking forward as I'm continuing to grow and get more into my niche. You know, I'm always going to be my authentic self, from having Timbs on with jeans to having heels on and dress professionally. I'm still going to be my authentic self. So I'm sure you can do the same too. I'm rooting for you guys. Making sure you pay attention to your brain's performance throughout your challenge will optimize your chances of delivering your physical goals. 4. Leave no stone unturned. Achieving a major goal is rarely simple. My apologies. Achieving a major goal is rarely simply about delivering on a single determinant of performance. The road to a successful challenge requires the optimization of a range of performance variables simultaneously. For example, achieving a better physique is not simply about doing more sit-ups. You must improve your diet, increase your strength and endurance training. Yes, so it's just not about dieting, dieting and eating healthy plays the part in it, but it's not the whole part. You have to, as this states, increase your strength and endurance training. So you have to get out there and you have to exercise and you have to build up the cardio and you have to do all those things that you need to do to make sure that not only are you eating more healthier and drinking water and eating and drinking less sugar and cutting out the salt and the carbs and all of the nasty stuff that we really love to eat, right? And the chocolate, I feel like it. And if you have to have it, please do it in small moderations, okay? Also with that, sleep and recovery, they say a required 7 to 8 hours, I believe is 8 hours of rest. That is still an ongoing goal for me. I'm not sure about having 8 hours of rest. It almost seems like I have to be sick or extremely tired to get 8 hours. I just can't come in and just lay down and get 8 hours. I'm on a good 4, maybe 5 hours of sleep. So that's something that I'm still a work in progress. So, having committed to the challenge, you must construct a plan to optimize each of the areas required to deliver success. Because if you're not getting enough rest and you're not eating or drinking properly, if you're not combining all of what I just said, eating, drinking properly, drinking water, cutting out or cutting down the sugars, and you're not doing the exercising and you're not getting the rest, you're not good. You're not good to yourself. You're not good on your job. You're not good in your everyday daily life. You're not good in your business. If you have a business, you're not good to your husband, wife, mate, children, nobody. So it's very critical and it's very necessary to do these things and be disciplined and commit yourself to it. You have to commit yourself to it. You can't just do it for a short time and then when you see some results be like, okay, I'm doing good, and then stop. No, because it's going to make it worse if you don't commit yourself. Like the weight that you lost, you could potentially gain that weight back plus more, and then now you're trying to get off that extra or whatever that goal is. So commit yourself and discipline yourself. Okay. In addition to, I think I read that. Okay, no. In addition to those determinants required to deliver success, there will also be risks that negatively impact on performance. For example, if your goal is to stop smoking, a common risk comes from friends who do not share your enthusiasm and continually offer you cigarettes. If they do that, they're not no damn friends of yours. Not at all. Making sure you have a plan to address any risks when they arise is vital. The more detailed the plan, the greater your chances of success. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Let me say that again. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Do not leave anything to chance. Success is not a chance event. And finally, number 5, signing the contract. Making a contract with yourself to deliver success is particularly valuable when you are struggling with belief, commitment, and or motivation. By formalizing an arrangement detailing your goal and when you will deliver it, you are much more likely to be successful. This may seem a slightly bizarre approach, but the more formal the contract, the greater the chances of delivering on your commitment to it. Your contract raises the selective importance of your goal and provides the necessary motivation to persist with the appropriate amount of work until you have delivered success. Asking a third party, someone close to you, to witness the contract will raise the importance of the contract and the responsibility on you to deliver success. So with that, if you have a friend who is truly a friend, even if it makes you uncomfortable with what he or she says to you, but I believe that they say it out of love. Okay? I believe that they say it out of love. I'm not going to say everybody because I don't know everybody's situation. But like for me, Uno is my best friend, right? And a lot of times I may not want to hear what Uno has to say, but I know that it's being said out of love and out of genuine care and concern. So if you have a friend like that, even if it makes you a little uncomfortable, they are there for you in support because they have your best interest at heart. Having made a contract placed in a public place like the fridge, this will increase the importance of your commitment to the contract and raise the profile of the reward once you deliver success. Okay, so they have an example of a personal contract, right? And it's for weight management that you could adapt for your own challenge. So basically this contract says, I, whatever your name is, so we're going to say I, Jade, the undersigned, do hereby promise that I will not drink alcohol on a weekday. This is just an example, like if you drink a lot of alcohol a lot, not saying that you're an alcoholic, but you drink a little bit too much alcohol, or you might be smoking cigarettes or, eating sweets a lot, whatever that challenge or that contract would be, this, you make that contract according to what you're looking to change for yourself. So again, this is just an example. I, the undersigned, do hereby promise that I will not drink alcohol on a weekday evening, and I will limit my consumption to 12 units of alcohol at the weekends. So you put your name, you sign it, and then the witness, whoever that witness may be, friend, parents, brother, sister, whoever, right? So you just want to make sure that you work on your goals. You take those challenges or tasks that you're trying to accomplish. You make sure that you follow these steps to the best of your ability that I read to make a better you, to have a better life for not only yourself, but for your family or whomever. Okay? So I just want to share those gems with you. And as always, what do I say? Make sure that you do self-care, that you work from the internal, which is inside, which once you do that, the external, it'll just come out, right? Always remember to self-love, self-respect, know thyself, know your self-worth, Make sure that you take care of your crown, the top of your head, to the soles of your feet. It is okay to say no. You can be selfish. It's a good selfish. It's okay to say no and take care of you. Because when you're not taking care of you, you definitely are not your best self for you or anyone else. So it starts with you first. And with that, continue to enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to do my last live video, which will be updated to today, which is Wednesday. Okay, so I hope that you will tune in. I might just do it on my personal page. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But either way, make sure that you watch all the replays and leave a comment. Make sure you like, share, and support my page. Appreciation and gratitude. Ashe.